Hello everyone, कैसे हैं आप सभी? I Varsha welcome you all at the Oliveboard YouTube channel. So in this particular session, we are going to discuss about a very important scheme that is in news, that is National Mission on Edible Oil. So aspirants who are targeting RBI exam or NABARD examination, please attend this session very carefully. At the end of the session, I'll ask you some questions so that the topic will be very clear to you. So let's start our discussion about the National Mission on Edible Oil. Okay. So, before proceeding forward, before focusing on the main topic, that is a mission, let's talk about a very important feature that is on the Oliveboard application that you should update, right? If you are studying with us, you should update your Oliveboard application. There's a new feature, Notes Plus, is available for you aspirants. So, if you are targeting any competitive examination and you had joined the batches with us, the notes have a very special feature for you, and these are all the important points that you should be aware about, right? So please update the application and start your preparations with us. And with that, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will get the notification of all the classes that are running on our YouTube channel. And with that, download our application if you are a new one who has visited the Olive Board application or YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah, this is a complete batch which is available for the students who are preparing for NABARD Grade 2025. So if you are thinking of preparing with us, please enroll in this batch and start your preparations with us. Okay. So classes are already going on in the batches, and I'm teaching you from the very basics so that you will be able to answer the descriptive type questions as well as the objective type questions under the subject ARD. And under the subjects ARD as well, I'm telling you about the important schemes because scheme related questions are also asked in the examination. So here we are focusing on National Mission on Edible Oil. Okay. So let's talk about the scheme first. So this scheme is launched in the year 2021. So this is the first important information, right? In which year this particular scheme was launched? It was launched in the year 2021. And under which ministry this particular scheme was launched? It was launched in the under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. And this scheme, yeah, the targeted time, like whatever the objectives that are decided for the scheme, they should be fulfilled till 2025-26, right? So our main focus is to make ourselves self-reliable, or we have to be sustainably capable of producing the क्रूड पाम ऑयल इन द कंट्री सो दैट हमारा जो डिपेंडेंसी है एक्सपोर्ट जो इंपोर्ट जो हम कर रहे हैं क्रूड पाम ऑयल को फ्रॉम अदर कंट्रीज वो रिड्यूस हो जाए, राइट? हमारा इंपोर्ट रिड्यूस हो रहा है, वी आर कैपेबल ऑफ प्रोड्यूसिंग इट. तो हमारा मेन फोकस ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर स्कीम इज improving or increasing the production of edible oils in the country. Okay, now let's talk about the it is considered as one of the centrally sponsored scheme, and the total financial outlay for the scheme is rupees 44,040 crores, in which the central's share is 8,844 crore rupees, and state share is rupees 2,196 crore rupees, and it also includes a viability gap funding also. Now, what is that viability gap funding? Mark it in your notebook. I'm going to tell you about this thing also. Okay. And subsume the current National Food Security Mission oil palm program. So it is subsumed under the current National Food Security Mission oil program, right? And what is the main aim of this mission, National Mission on Edible Oil? Its main aim to increase the crude palm oil production from 0.27 lakh tons during 2019-20 to 11.20 lakh tons by 2025-26 and 28 lakhs ton by 2028-29. So what we are targeting for कि 2019 to 20 में इतना palm oil production था, and we are targeting कि 2025-26 तक इसको बढ़ाकर like 100% increase कर देना है, and it should be 11.20 lakh tons, right? And our main focus is on increasing the area and the productivity of oil seeds and oil palm. So this can be a question. I'm telling you here because it will help you to answer the question that I'm providing you at the end of this session. Like which particular oil we are talking about when we are talking about the National Mission on Edible Oil, it is about the palm oil. Okay. Yeah. Next is okay, this scheme will be monitored by different like at different level it will be monitored by different committees and the different groups. So what are they? So at national level there's a general council is प्रिपेयर किया गया है जनरल काउंसिल जो स्कीम को मॉनिटर करेगा एट द नेशनल लेवल एंड दिस जनरल काउंसिल विल हैव अ चेयरपर्सन and who will be the chairperson of this general council that is formed at the national level? The union minister of agriculture and farmers welfare. Okay, and what should be the objective of making this general council? What would the work that will be designed or that will be assigned to this general council? So the general council will lay down the implementation guidelines. What should be the guidelines to implement this particular mission and to give directives and guidance for implementation. तो जो भी directives होंगे, guidance होंगे इस particular national mission on edible oil को implement करने के लिए, they will be laid down by general council. All right. Next, there will be an executive committee. Executive committee भी रहेगी. And who is the chairman of executive committee? He is the secretary of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. And what is the role? What are the different objectives that will be fulfilled by the executive committee? So this executive committee will approve annual action plans of states and implementing agencies and to decide need-based allocation of funds. So whatever the funds they have, तो नीड बेस्ड फंड्स का एलोकेशन साथ साथ में आपका एनुअल एक्शन प्लान्स जो है स्टेट्स के इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एजेंसीज के दे विल बी अप्रूव्ड बाय द एग्जीक्यूटिव कमिटी ओके नाउ yeah, if we talk about at the state level, to state level pe who will monitor this particular scheme? So it will be monitored by state level standing committee. And who is the chairperson of the state level standing committee? This particular committee will be chaired by the chief secretary of the state. Okay, and after that there will be the panchayat raj institutions, and this panchayat raj institutions, what will they do? Like इस scheme में उनका क्या role होगा? What will they form? So they are involved in formulations, prioritizations of activities and identification of beneficiaries at the grassroots level. Like at the last level, जो भी beneficiaries हैं उनको identify करना and whatever the activities that need to be done उन सबको prioritize करना. These are the works of Panchayati Raj institutions. Okay, now to review the progress of the scheme, a state level monitoring team shall be constituted to progress how the scheme is working at the grassroots levels in सबको monitor करने के लिए. To check all this, state level monitoring team shall be constituted and project management team shall be constituted at district level for the same purpose. Right? तो district level पे होगा committee, state level monitoring committee होगा state level पे monitor करने के लिए. So that's how the work which are to be performed so that the scheme will be monitored on a regular basis, and what are the objectives that are set for this scheme will be fulfilled on time, right? Now, after launching this particular national mission on edible oils, right, we had observed some certain highlights, we had observed certain changes. Now, let's talk about the key highlights of this national mission on edible oil. So, first is government has approved that national mission on edible oil and oil seeds, okay, for 2024-25 to 2030-31 with an outlay of rupees 103 crore. तो गवर्नमेंट ने इसको अप्रूव कर दिया है. तो दिस इज द फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ऑफ दिस मिशन विच इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू बी कंसिडर्ड नाउ. क्योंकि 2024-25 related, this is in news and that can be asked in the examination. Okay, and this has been done with an aim. So what is an aim or agenda that the government thought of before approving this mission? So we want that India should be self-reliant in oil seed production in the next 7 years. We want to be self-reliant or Atmanirbhar, enhancing the production of key primary oilseed crops. Okay, whatever the key primary oilseed crops are, their production should be enhanced, such as the rapeseed mustard, groundnut, soybean, sunflower, and sesame. So under the oil, we'll talk about the palm oil. If we are talking about that this mission is also for the oil seeds, so under the oil seeds, We are talking about enhancing the production of oilseeds like rapeseed, mustard, groundnut, soybean, sunflower, and sesame, right? And the mission aims to increase primary seed or oilseed production. So primary the oilseed production in the year 2022-23 was 39 million metric tons, and what we are targeting for to enhance it, to increase it to 69.7 million metric tons by 2030-31, meeting around 72% of projected domestic requirements. Okay. And India is the world's largest importer of edible oil and meets around 60 to 65% of its requirements through imports. So why we think of working on this specifically oil and the oil and the oils, because हम वर्ल्ड में सबसे ज्यादा इंपोर्ट करते हैं एडिबल ऑयल को, लाइक 60 to 65%. Our requirements are completed through the import of the palm oil or the edible oil from other countries. Now we are focusing on becoming the self-reliant in this particular sector also. तो इसलिए government इसको लेकर initiative ले रहा है. We are searching for the opportunities in this direction. So India sources most of it. So from which particular countries we are obtaining or we are importing the palm oil? So we are getting the palm oil from the countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, while Argentina, Brazil, Russia, Ukraine are the major sources of soya oil and the sunflower oil. Okay, so we are importing our 60 to 65% of the oil from the other countries. So that's why it's a need. It's a need of the time to focus on searching for the opportunity so that we will become self-reliant in the production of edible oils. Okay. Now for research and development projects, seed gardens, nurseries, and viability gap payments like 100% funding is provided by Government of India. Okay, we are talking about a new initiative कि वी हैव टू इम्प्रूव, हमको प्रोडक्शन इम्प्रूव करना है, वी हैव टू गेट गुड प्रोडक्शन. सो इनिशियली आपको किसी को प्रमोट करना है टू वर्क ऑन अ न्यू काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट, सो वी नीड टू गिव देम फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस. So for that 100% funding is provided by Government of India. So for all that seed gardens, nurseries and viability gap payments, 100% जो funding होगा वो Government of India से ही मिलेगा. And special focus will be on northeast regions and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Ki we need to focus on these regions. Okay. Yeah. Now major, if we talk about which particular states in our country are the major oil palm growing states. So in under this we have included Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala. They accounts for 98% of the total production of oil seeds. And Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Gujarat, Mizoram also have a sizable area under oil palm cultivation. So it is noticed that कि ये states भी सही कर ले रहे हैं प्रोडक्शन ऑयल पाम का, बट मेजरली जो है दैट इज ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम आंध्र प्रदेश, तेलंगाना एंड केरला. अरुणाचल प्रदेश, Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland also have initiated oil palm plantation programs. So in these states also oil palm plantation program has started. So we are working on, we are searching for all the opportunities जिनको हम utilize कर सके, where the areas that have the potential for like working on all these crops जिनसे हमें oil palm extract हो सके, right? Palm oil extract हो सके. So here we are talking about the potential areas and the area coverage under oil palm in India. So the potential areas, if we talk about the potential area for this, so it is 27.99 lakh hectare, and the area that is covered for the oil palm production, it is 3.50 lakh hectare, that is near to 13% only. And fruiting area will include 1.89 lakh hectare. So that is a potential area and the area coverage under oil palm. Now, what's the target? Like what we want to achieve by 2025 to 26? Like what are our main objectives? So what we are thinking of, we wants to increase area of oil palm to 10 lakh hectares from 3.5 lakh hectares during 2019-20 by 2025-26. So 19-20 में the area was only near to 3.5 lakh hectare, But by 2025-26, what we are targeting to increase the area to 10 lakh hectares, right? And increase in crude palm oil production from 0.27 lakh tons during 2019-20 to 11.20 lakh tons by 2025-26 and 28 lakh tons by 2028-29. So this is our target. That's how we want to increase crude palm oil production, right? Starting from like in 2019-20, it was only 0.27 lakh tons, and now we are focusing on to make it at a bar of 11.20 lakh tons till the end of this year or the beginning of the next year. Now after that, we'll try to again double it by 28 lakh tons by 2028 or 29. So that's our target. Okay, increase consumer awareness to maintain consumption level of 19 kg per person annually till 2025-26. So we are also focusing on that consumer awareness, increase consumer awareness so that this consumption level will be maintained till this point, and to cover 50% of the approved targeted area. So whatever the targeted area that we are focusing on to improve the production of oil palm, what we are thinking like we will cover 50% of the approved targeted area, that is 6.50 lakh hectare, to be brought under drip irrigation, right? We have to focus on other parameters also na. It's like we want to cultivate that, but ये भी तो देखना पड़ेगा ना कि irrigation opportunities are they favorable or not. So we want to go for that, and with that we are also trying to focus on drip irrigation practices. Okay, irrigation practices should also be managed with that. Okay, now, how the assistances are provided to the pharmacy, as I already told you that this is a new project. So this is a new project, so the farmers will have to provide some financial assistance initially, na, so that they will take care of it. They will start working on it. So under this, assistance to farmers are provided, like if farmers are thinking of working on domestic seedlings, so they will be provided with rupees 20,000 per hectare for purchasing of domestic seedlings. And if the farmers they have the land and they want to work on this oil cell productions, palm oil production, and but they want to purchase the imported seeds, for them the assistance will be provided of rupees 29,000 per hectare, right? Farmers are provided assistance for maintenance at 50% of the cost. See, for the northeast states in Andaman and Nicobar Island, it will be 50,000 per hectare. 50% of the cost का 50,000 per hectare आपका northeast states in Andaman and Nicobar Islands को assistance मिलेगा for doing all the projects under oil palm. And general states के लिए it will be 42,000 per hectare. Okay, so that's how the farmers are assisted here. Now, what is it? Viability gap payment. So, in the beginning, I told you about that viability gap payment भी हम discuss करेंगे. So, here we are discussing about viability gap payment. Okay. So, what is that? So, industry pays a farmer for their fresh fruit bunches. So, whenever the farmers sell their fresh fruit bunches to the industries, they pay to them. Produce based on the monthly prices fixed for the fresh fruit bunches. तो जो भी monthly prices fix होते हैं for the fresh fruit bunches, on that basis the industry will pay to the farmers. So if the payments to the farmer by the industry is below the viability price, so whatever the viability price decided, if it is below the viability price, government will provide a viability gap payment to ensure that the farmer payment reaches the viability price. So whatever the price is decided, if the payment to the farmer by the industry is below it, so that will be supplemented by the government so that the farmers will get proper viability payments for their fresh fruit bunches. The prices are fixed by Viability Price Fixation Committee. So there's a committee that fixes viability gap payments and these prices. And this specific committee is chaired by Additional Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Okay. Now, assistance for, yeah, if we talk about like the farmers want to set their certain kind of like they want to take the benefit of these opportunities and they want to work on this. So what kind of assistances are provided to the farmers? So assistance for setting up of new seed gardens to states. So if we are talking about the states, like how much assistance is provided to them. So for northeastern states and union territories, one time grant of rupees 50 lakhs and revolving fund of rupees 50 lakh. Okay. So that's how the assistance are provided for new seed gardens to the farmers. And for other states, one-time grant of rupees 40 lakhs and revolving fund of rupees 40 lakhs. So that's how the assistance will be provided for setting up new seed garden. Okay. Now for assistance for seed nurseries. So if the nurseries are to be setted in the states. So for that, if we talk about the northeast states and the union territories, so assistance will be provided of rupees 50 lakhs. And for other states, assistance will be provided of rupees 40 lakhs for the establishment of seed nurseries in the states. Okay. Assistance for setting up of new seed gardens to states. So if see that states want to set up new seed gardens in the states. So for that, what would be the assistance? So yeah, it is the same like we had discussed about it. And for the seed nurseries, now training of farmers and officers, like what kind of trainings and what like how much that would be provided. So rupees 30,000 per training for a batch of 30 farmers for 2 days will be provided. So the farmers who are coming for training and the officers who are training them. So if they are training a batch of 30 farmers for 2 days, so they will get a payment of 30,000 per training and 40,000 per training for a batch of 20 field officers, technical officers, extension officers, etc. So that's how the trainings and that's how the assistance will be provided because we want to start this project. So initially we need to support them with the financial assistance of as much as we can provide. Okay. Now let's do some questions to check your concept, like how much you had understood from this lecture. So there's a first question for you. What is the primary objective of the National Mission on Edible Oil? So here the options are to reduce the import dependency on edible oil, to promote the export of edible oil, to increase the government subsidies on edible oil, and to introduce new edible oil brands in the market. So as we all know that we are importing 60 to 65% of edible oils from other countries. So what is our primary objective? To become self-reliant, or we just want to reduce the import dependency on edible oil. So the right answer is option number A. Got it? Now, which of the following edible oil crop is a major focus of the national? So, as it is mentioned, edible oil crop. So, we should not mark the oil seeds. We should mark the oil crop. So, options are soybean, sunflower, mustard, and palm oil. So, right answer will be the palm oil. If the question is about the oil seeds, so then you can choose all of these. Like if the three, like the last option is all of these, so you will choose all of these in that case. Okay. Next is about which of the when was the national mission on edible oil launched? So you have to answer this question in the comment box. So guys, this is your homework question. Mark the answer for this question in the comment box and also write in the comment box how much this lecture is helping you. ठीक है तो प्लीज अपने कमेंट्स आप जरूर लिखिए कमेंट बॉक्स में एंड हियर आई एम एंडिंग दिस सेशन फॉर नाउ विल मीट यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास बाय बाय एंड टेक केयर